So the reason why I actually have these two non-Aerogarden systems is because Aerogarden had gone out of business. Now, I don't know if they're staying out of business, but they'd gone out of business. And as somebody who advocates for people using these hydroponic systems, I really wanted to have a honest say about how these systems work. So this is my favorite hydroponic system. This is the Aerogarden Bounty. It has a 2-foot light height and a capacity for up to 9 plants. And because of this capacity and light height, you can get much larger plants on these systems. Now, the competitors that I purchased are Ahopegarden and Letpot. Both of them had similar features, so about 2 foot of light height, as well as capacity for up to 9 plants. Because of this, I felt like they had a similar capacity and ability to my Aerogardens. Now, cost-wise, the Aerogardens cost about $189 when you do not catch them on sale. Letpot is about $129, not on sale, and the Ahopegarden is about $99, not on sale. However, on sale, you can get the Ahopegarden for about $60. You can get Letpot for a little under $100. And I got all of my bounties for less than $100 because they were always on sale. Now, the reason why I still mention the Aerogarden is because they posted this super cryptic message about how they didn't realize that people loved the product so much, so they were going to revamp, be back better than ever. With that being said, let's talk about the ones that you can get and which one I like better. Now, as you can see, both of these are growing pretty well, but I did start them at about the same time as I started my Aerogardens down below. I don't think the lights are quite as strong, so they are going to be better for growing leafy greens and herbs versus trying to grow things like tomatoes, peppers, and fruiting vegetables. Now, this could be complete user error because the Aerogardens are very automated. They're going to tell you when they need water. They're going to tell you when they need fertilizer. There's going to be a very obvious red, you need to do something with your garden. Letpot has some automation, but it's mostly through an app. Ahopegarden does not really give you any indication of the needs of your garden. You have to visually check. And as someone who sometimes forgets things, I like to have the visual cues. So if I have to choose between the two, I would lean towards the Letpot only because there is some level of automation and you could get notifications to your phone. Now, with all that being said, these are still a really great option for growing indoors. And my recommendation, I would lean towards the Letpot, but definitely check them out because they are fantastic ways to start a garden indoors.